Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Platinum, where I need to plug my headphones into my PC. There we go. Forgot an important step in my setup. But, yeah, Pokémon Platinum, and we're also still hunting for a shiny Moonduck. Let's get going. I don't remember. Right, I was in Canalave. I was gonna go to Iron Island is what I was gonna do. There we go. Now I remember. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, if we go to Iron Island, we can get Monferno to evolve, I'm pretty sure. Hey there, Outlander. Can also get a Riolu egg here, but I do not care about that. I've used Lucario in too many playthroughs. You are? Okay, you're Garnet. I'm Riley. I'm a trainer, and yes, it is a bit odd that I would be training here. Is it, though? Like, you're not the only person who's trained here. Apparently people just come here to train. It's not odd at all. Anyway, it's always nice to meet another trainer. Here's a gift. Oh, thanks. I guess we had to come here. That hidden machine contains the move Strength. To use it out of battle, you need the Mind Badge from Canalave Gym. I'll be training inside. You can join me if you'd like. So if memory serves, left leads to a completely self-contained area. Yes. Yeah, I like to camp. So what? Let's battle. Do you camp in caves? And apparently levels-wise, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Poor iPom doesn't realize that raising its speed won't help against Mach Punches. Well, that's unkind. Tangrowth. Right, I've got a grass type. I should have just stuck to camping out here, right? They auto-advance the post-battle text. I keep forgetting. But this time I've got more of an excuse because it's been weeks. When I'm with my Pokemon, I can camp just about anywhere I want. And apparently anywhere you want is in caves. Also, is it just me or are these barrels completely unaffected by the cave's dim lighting? Those I-beams or whatever the heck they are as well. Graveler, if memory serves, isn't super worth the effort of defeating it for XP. So I'm going to go ahead and not. Oh, hey, Protector. If I was trying to get a Rhyperior, that would be important. Onyx isn't worth the effort of using it for XP. In fact, most wild things we encounter here won't be. But yeah, like, the cave itself seems dimly lit. Our character is darkened to match the cave's lighting situation. And yet these barrels, drums, are practically luminous by comparison. In completely unrelated news, except for the fact that it's an RPG and therefore technically shares at least part of a genre with this game, we got a new Xenoblade Chronicles X trailer today. I forget whether the release date had been announced before, but that's on March 20th. I'm glad they have decided to wait a month, well, almost a month after the release of Monster Hunter Wilds. And that's nice because I want to be able to play Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition as soon as it launches, but I don't want to delay my Monster Hunter Wilds play. So I guess my goal will be to see every monster that, well, to fight every monster in the highest rank that exists in Monster Hunter Wilds within 20 days of launch, which might be doable. Yeah, they also gave us our first look at new story content in Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's going to be pretty neat. They gave us like the barest hints of what's going to happen, which is good. I'd rather go in not knowing too much. And also, in one of the, they were kind of sneaky. On the Japanese website, they've got a bunch of clips showing off different game mechanics. And one of them, may we have a battle, please? It will be something to lighten up this boring picnic with. Why are you having a picnic in a cave? Yeah, one of the battle clips, the characters were level 62, which is interesting, considering that the level cap in the original game was 60. So they sneakily showed that the level cap is going to be increased. I love me some Xenoblade Chronicles X, so I am very excited for Definitive Edition. Oh man, this month I actually get to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And that means the first 3 months of this year are going to have very solid RPGs for me to play. If you count Monster Hunter as an RPG, which technically it is. It's an action RPG. Just because your character doesn't level up doesn't mean it's not an RPG. I didn't play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PS5 because I knew it would eventually come to PC, and my PC would be able to run it much better than a PS5 could. I now have a PS5 Pro, which fixes most of the issues that the PS5 version had. But I bet my PC could run it even better than that. Also, I somehow managed to come all this time without getting any spoilers on FF7 Rebirth. Finally, something worth the XP that we will get by defeating it. Pretty much everything I've seen regarding FF7 Rebirth is just Digital Foundry's performance reviews. So I am still quite unspoiled with regards to exactly what content will be covered and what changes, if any, will be made relative to the original FF7, that portion of the story. So, yay, I get to go in with fresh eyes. I would have swapped to Gengar, but it's currently out of commission. Tangrowth would be subject to super effective damage from Wing Attack as well, so would Yanmega. Gabite doesn't really have anything it can do specifically to a Golbat, so yeah, I guess Gyarados is our safe option here. Right, we've got Ice Fang. We get to do super effective damage. But not quite a KO. Nice crit when the Golbat had 1 HP left. And now, if memory serves, right is how we get back, left is how we get to Riley, which is what I want to do, because that'll at least get me access to free heals every battle. I wonder if when the Switch 2 launches later in the year, they'll release a Switch 2 version of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Call it Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitiver Edition. That's the problem with calling something Definitive Edition. It means that if you ever release another version of that game, you become a liar. Unless the subsequently released version is deliberately worse than the one you called Definitive Edition. Garnet, I'm glad to see you here. If you don't mind, let's team up. The Pokemon seem to be restless. If your Pokemon get hurt, I'll heal them up. But not until after we've had one battle. Every good hiker gets a boost of energy when surrounded by boulders. Rah, coming at you. Let me blow off some steam. When you're up in the mountains, a battle'll do for a proper greeting. But we're not up in the mountains, we're down in the mountains. Nice para. Unfortunately, it didn't stop anything. Ah yes, post-Gen 3 Surf. We now hit our ally with it. Sure would be nice if we could finish this battle quickly so that the low health alert could stop. Oh yeah, getting 2 KOs this round too. Or not. Lucario lived. I guess that's fine. This round, though. Maybe. Oh, hey, that level apparently brought us up to being faster than Lucario. And oh yeah, we crit it. Actually, when you're up in the mountains, a simple hide do if you walk past someone. Oh, and this isn't the mountains. If it's called a mountain, you can be sure I'll be climbing it. Even if it's a mountain of food, I'll still be sticking my flag on top. No, I can't escape. And while, yeah, these things usually aren't worth the XP, or worth the effort for the XP, when we get free heals afterwards, it changes the arithmetic some. Well, Golbat's worth it, but Onyx usually isn't. Considering Graveler is more likely to explode itself. Wow, that didn't do a whole lot. I guess Graveler does have a pretty decent defense stat. Nice para. Yup. I guess my Gabite gets all the XP for this battle. I took one step. Okay, this is actually a pretty decent chunk of XP hanging out here. Can't help but feel like you had better options than Bone Rush. Well, that's gonna do no damage. A Steelix using a special move. Yes. And Lucario actually managed to defeat the Steelix before we touched it. Okay. Graveler Onyx, I believe, is like the lowest value pairing we can get here other than double Onyx. So this I will run from. Especially because if the Graveler explodes and kills my monkey, then my monkey, who I am trying to evolve, gets no XP. Now, adding a Steelix to the mix is better than a Graveler. Also, can I just say I love it whenever a Pokemon that would otherwise be a trade Evo, especially a trade with an item Evo, is just available in the wild. It's great. Nice para. Honestly, the main series just needs to do what Legends Arceus did and turn all the trade Evo items into just use items. There's already Pokédex completion to use for trading, like version exclusives. There are plenty of version exclusives per pair of games these days. Let that be people's incentive to trade. You don't have to keep on using trade Evo items. Hey, this is no playground. If you're gonna play, battle me. The Cantilave Gym folks use this place as their training grounds. Yeah, see, Riley, I told you it's not weird to come here to train. The only thing weird about you training here is you're supposed to be in a movie. Look at that Geodude pretending to be sturdy. Okay, goodbye. Lucario, you really should have done that extra point of damage. There's no way my monkey survives this. Nice crit. Well, it looks like it's time for me to kill Lucario. Oh. Decided to get some last little bit of value there, huh, Lucario? Hey, Riley, you know you're allowed to travel with more than one Pokemon, right? Just... You're allowed to. Just trying to make sure you know that. They were going to close this place up so no one could get in. But they left it open so people and Pokemon can get together here. Rourke spent his childhood playing here, I think. I wonder when. Oh, hey, look, it's the least valuable XP bounty of this entire cave. Now, I wonder when Pokemon Legends ZA is gonna launch. Because we've only had the reveal teaser for it. We don't know a single other thing about it, basically. But isn't it supposed to be this year? I think I'll do more damage with a flamethrower than with a Mach Punch. Okay. No, this way takes me to an item, not to the plasma goons. Between FF7 Rebirth hitting PC, Monster Hunter Wilds, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive, and ostensibly Pokemon Legends ZA, this is going to be a very RPG-laden year. At least one of them decided not to explode. Wow, they both decided not to explode. And neither one of them harmed my Monferno. Why would you use Quick Attack? If you had just used Force Palm, you would have been faster than them anyway. Your Quick Attack was never going to pick up that KO. You have given the other Graveler a chance to do things. You almost got my monkey killed. Yeah, it didn't even have to be Force Pump. Any of your attacks, other than Quick Attack, is super effective against these things. Not enough value here to be worth the effort. Unless the effort values you want are defense. That way is to progress, so we're going to go ahead and not go that way just yet. Now that's some better value. So close. Went for the Steelix first, because that way, even if the Graveler explodes, I get the best part of the XP here. And that should be an evolved monkey. And we absolutely want to learn close combat. And the question is, what do we put it over? Not Mach Punch, mainly because I want to have access to more PP of fighting moves. So I guess the answer is going to be Leer, because Leer only helps for Mach Punch in close combat. Close combat does enough damage that it's not really going to matter. I haven't clicked Leer, I don't think, ever. At least not since this thing was a Chimchar, so yeah, goodbye, Leer. Hooray for monkey evolution. I wonder how our team's attacking stats stack up now. 89, 91. 91, okay, just as specially potent as Gengar, though Gengar is 4 levels lower. Not as potent as Gyarados, physically. More potent than Yanmega. But again, 3 levels higher. If Yanmega was at level, probably would have been even special attack. If not better. Not as specially potent as Tangrowth, which, wow, Tangrowth is more specially potent than my Gengar. That feels wrong. But then again, it's probably IVs and also the 2 level gap. Or sorry, the 3 level gap. That's mostly responsible for that. And Gabite is trailing behind. But it's also a middle Evo of a pseudo-legendary, so if we get that final evolution before Cynthia, it's gonna really jump up in stats. But since Infernape is now an Infernape, yes, Tangrowth is slow and Gengar is very fast. I just don't think of Tangrowth as being as strong as Gengar, especially. Like, in my mind, Gengar is a very potent special attacker. And Tangrowth is a slow thing that is slow but has bulk? But apparently no, Tangrowth also has got some pretty decent attacking stats. At this point, though, since Infernape has already evolved, I probably want to put someone else in front to get some XP. But who can actually perform well in here with the moves they have? Like, Gengar's Thunderbolt is basically worthless in here, except against the bats. Yes, Outlander, when you're slow, you've got to have something, but usually that something is bulk. Gyarados, I mean, super effective in here, but it's one of my highest level Pokemon. Yanmega can't do anything against rock types. Tangrowth, I mean, I guess it could get another level. And Gabite's got the XP share because it's the weakest of our party. So, yeah. I guess we'll get another level on Tangrowth and then I guess swap to Gengar. So really what I should do is be using Gengar. Because 2 make matter and 3 make spirit, shaping the world. Because Gengar is a lower level than Tangrowth, and thus needs the help more. I guess Lucario expected me to use my Grass Knot on the Onix, huh? I was about to say that feel when you're slower than an Onix, but Onix actually has a decent speed stat, unlike Tangrowth. There's a variety of reasons I had never considered using Tangrowth prior to this run right here. Most of them being aesthetics and its horrible slowness. But hey, using a Pokemon I've never used before is sometimes pretty neat. Though feeling the slowness is definitely unpleasant. Hello, Steelix. Okay, Lucario, please work on the Steelix. I will attempt to get rid of this Graveler before it can do anything. Or you can Force Palm it. That's also an option, I suppose. Okay, yeah, you really should have touched the Steelix instead of the Graveler, because the Graveler would not have survived that from full health. Pretty sure Grass Knot does max damage against Steelix, considering Steelix is not light. Knockoff can be useful, but I don't think it's of much value outside of, like, Battle Tower in single player, because at what point do NPC trainers ever, and I mean ever, have items on their Pokemon? But now that Tangrowth has hit 36, let's put Gengar in front. Gengar is not holding my amulet coin, but it doesn't matter. I'll pound the fear of my fists into you all karate style, punk! Beating you would be my 100th straight win. Here's to a fun battle. Uh-oh. Sucks for your streak. You're getting 100 straight wins with a single Pokemon? A Medicham? Stretches belief a little bit. And Gengar is actually a pretty solid choice to go against these two. So yeah, let's just Shadow Ball the Medicham. Gengar basically hard walls Toxicroak. Wish I could beat Maylene in Veilstone City one day. So, I'm gonna try and shatter steel. I wonder how many more years it would take for me to do that. So, you've won 99 battles in a row and you're training here, but you can't beat Maylene? I literally had to beat Maylene in order to get here. This is not Gen 6 or later, which means my Gengar actually can't do a thing to that Steelix. Nice crit. special defense drop isn't going to matter. Because if this Force Palm doesn't take care of it, then it still would have gone down to the next Shadow Ball regardless. Okay, and that's the entrance up there, which means we have explored everything except for the Path of Pocket. Hello, Double Steelix. That's the most XP we can find in a single battle here. Unfortunately, it's also the worst possible thing for my Gengar to be useful against. Okay, that special defense drop might matter. Honestly, with Gengar in front, I think the ideal might be finding a pair of Golbats rather than a pair of Steelix in terms of time to XP. Can't believe one of those Steelixes used Sandstorm specifically to harm my Gengar. Because my Gengar is the only thing on this field that gets damaged by Sandstorm. And Gengar has now got more special attack than my monkey, and I believe is tied with my Tangrowth. Actually, no, Tangrowth got another level, so probably not tied yet. These two are not worth the effort. The presence of a Golbat, however, means that these two are. And I don't have to care if the Graveler explodes. Lucario, don't you dare quick attack my bat. You jerk. Actually, I guess it's fine because we're probably still going to pick up the KO on Graveler. Yeah, it was fine. Once again, not worth the XP. Or rather, not worth the time to get the XP. If we were to battle, your Pokemon would become tougher. Likewise, my Pokemon would also become tougher. It's all good. This calls for a battle. Tough Pokemon, tough trainers. You tell me, where else can I find a place as good as this to train? The battle zone. Nice crit. Probably needed it. Nice para. I think getting rid of the Hippopotas is actually a higher priority than I would originally think. Because my first thought is, oh, it's a ground type. Ground moves can't hit Gengar. But that thing learns Crunch. And since I can be super effective against that bird, and the bunny's gonna die within 2 turns no matter what. Goodbye, Lucario. So, the fact that Riley heals all of our Pokemon to completely full health at the end of every battle implies something. It implies that he has an infinite supply of full restores and max elixirs or equivalent items to achieve those effects. Max revives too. Or maybe just regular revives and full restores, but either way. And yet, the fact that he never uses them in battle really says something about him. He wanders around with all the healing supplies you could ever need, but refuses to use them in battle. I guess because that's just how he is. And also how Cheryl is, and how Mira is, and how all of the partner characters in this game are. Tough Pokemon, tough trainers. Their strength comes from their bond, and that's something that can be made stronger anywhere. This mine's been abandoned, but now it's home to many Pokemon. I guess everything finds a place to call home someday. Alright, and am I ready to lose access to Riley here? I guess so. It would be nice if I had everyone in the levels, like level 40. But no way am I going to stick around here long enough to get them there. I get it now. You're responsible for agitating the Pokemon. I don't care what good reason you may have, but I don't want you bringing any trouble into the mine. We're Team Galactic. We'll take all the Pokemon we want. Isn't that right, partner? You said it, brother, so that's what we're gonna do. We're abducting all the Pokemon from this rusted-out Iron Island. To share in all the joys and all the sorrows. That is how all the trainers and Pokemon live in Sinnoh. I won't allow anyone to defy that code of ethics. Come on, Garnet, this is one battle we can't lose. Yeah, Riley here is the first time I can recall that a character introduced in a Pokemon movie appeared in a game. Because I'm pretty sure his movie came out before the Diamond and Pearl did. And so the movie was my introduction to that character. Well, to be fair, Outlander, back in Pokemon Diamond, Riley was optional. And these are both dark types, aren't they? No, Stunky I think is just poison for now. But I'm going to Thunderbolt the Houndour. Because that thing probably knows Crunch or Bite or something. But yeah, Iron Island was completely optional in Diamond and Pearl. It was just here for extra training and the Riolu egg that Riley gives you. Well, Night Slash isn't going to help Gengar. Thankfully, it wasn't a crit. And Lucario's probably going to want to quick attack the Golbat. Meanwhile, I could be quadruply effective against this Krogunk, so that's what I'm going to do. Stop! I said stop! Your combination is so sick! The both of you and your Pokemon. Let's beat it, partner. You said it, brother. We don't even know what Team Galactic's big plan is anyway. Thanks, you really helped me out. Listen, I have a Pokemon egg here. Would you take it with you? If you can send it to my box, sure. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait. Thank you. But you don't have room to take another Pokemon. All right, then. I'll wait here for you. You'll be waiting a long time, sir. Hey, Curbster, and yeah, still no shiny croissant. The moon duck has always been unkind to me. And apparently this time is no different. I recall it took quite a while for me to catch my Moonduck in Shining Pearl on stream. And that one, I was just trying to catch it. I mean, sure, I had to deal with finding it and all that, but still. Pretty sure that metal coat room was added in Platinum. Also, the fact that we popped out here means that there actually is part of the cave that I haven't investigated, and thus I need to go back inside. Thankfully, I have an escape rope. So I won't have to walk all the way back out. I do enjoy being able to one-shot these Gravelers. Like, they're not a huge amount of XP, but they're a lot more worth it when you can one-shot them. Though my ability to one-shot them will only last so long. The working class hero says hi. Curbster, I think it might be the Registeel room, but it also has a metal coat, and I don't remember things. This Magnemite resists everything my Gengar can do, and thus do we switch to Monkey. Also, weren't the Reggies just not available in Diamond and Pearl anyway? Like, you had to transfer them up in order to get Regigigas. I'm pretty sure. Which, honestly, requiring transferring Pokemon forward in order to get a legendary is really grody behavior. I used to work here a long time ago before it shut down. I worked at the ironworks near Floroma Town, too. You might say I'm drawn by iron, as if by magnet. So does that mean that he's worked in 2 places that have shut down? Because I'm pretty sure the ironworks are shut down as well. At least I don't recall people working there actively. While I'm making sure the lifts are safe, I'll focus on a battle with you. Wait, no. Focus on making sure the lifts are safe. That needs your focus. If you do it wrong, then people could die. Like, battle on the side if you must, but give your focus to the safety. Also, you're not even in a room with any lifts. A-OK, looks safe to me, not a problem in sight. Of course there's no problem in sight. You're not in a room with any lifts in it. You can't see a problem if you're not in a room where the problem would be. Oh, I didn't talk to him after beating him. Whoops. Thankfully, I can still rectify that. I routinely check the lifts here. You can be sure of their safety. There are no lifts here. You're in the wrong room, sir. I took one step. Alright, with Gengar at 36, it is time to swap someone else in front. I'm going to do Gyarados because I expect Gyarados will actually be our most useful party member against the Steel Gym. And with that, I do believe we're also done with this room. Or this cave, so escape rope time it is. You're telling me I can't use this bed? Which means if we want to get a free full heal of our party, we have to actually sail all the way back to Canalave. And now, gym time. Hey there, Chimp-to-Be! The gym leader here uses Steel-type Pokemon. Steel-type Pokemon have high defense, so you'd have to hit them hard. Of course, only the gym leader uses specifically Steel-type Pokemon, because this gym has a rather diverse cast of gym trainers. Steel represents an unbending spirit. If one refuses to accept defeat, the path to victory reveals itself. I mean, I guess some of the gym trainers do use steel types, but there's also a couple that don't. Oh no, I can't use non-attacking moves. What will I do? Hey, there's the shiny. We got it. Or at least we found it. We don't got it yet. I need to got it. Hang on. Just checking what moves the thing is likely to have. It's level 60, so it probably knows Moonlight, Slash, Future Sight, and Aurora Beam. Okay, well, let's go ahead and spore it. If you give up, well, that's when everything ends for you. A Pokemon gym isn't only about seeing how tough your Pokemon happen to be. It's so much deeper than just that. It's a test of you as a person. Yeah, you know what else is a test of me as a person? Trying to catch this Moonduck. So I'm going to go ahead and soak it. I don't need to worry about Gastro Acid because I'm not going to use any ground moves. But I am going to at least make it not get stab on Future Sight, if that's even a thing. Gyarados does not wish to remain in front of this Magnemite. And looks like the Moonduck woke up. So we are going to put it back to sleep. Magnet Bomb's a Steel-type move. Why would Magnemite choose to use that against Gyarados when Gyarados is a Gyarados? Did he expect me to switch to my Gabite? Okay, and now that it is asleep, we're just gonna toss Lux balls until one works. I get to work all day with my Pokemon and even battle sometimes. I get all the fun I need every day. Oh wow, they made the elevators fast in Platinum. I remember them being a lot slower in Diamond and Pearl. So this elevator is worthless. Yep, sure is. And this elevator's worthless. And this elevator takes us to a guy. I like guys in the battling sense. Up and down you go on the lifts. Me, I like to battle. Once again, Gyarados does not wish to stay in front of a Magnemite. Curbster, some elevators in real life actually do go remarkably fast. While still being safe, like as long as you don't jump on them. Like, in Tokyo, the Tokyo Skytree has express elevators that go all the way up to the top of the tallest tower in Japan. They go high enough, fast enough that you actually have your ears pop on the ride. But like, yeah, it's one of those, it's totally safe as long as A, nothing goes wrong, and B, you keep your feet planted on the floor. And on the descent, you get to feel that sense of weightlessness. It's fascinating. Yeah, Outlander, jumping is still, like, you're not gonna hurt yourself badly, like, it's not gonna outspeed human falling velocity. But it's fast enough that if someone heavy enough were to jump, it could at least theoretically cause problems for the elevator itself. Basically, it's just something to avoid doing. Like, it's probably safe, but that doesn't mean it's a good idea. I can't keep this up. I'll go back to working on the lifts. And yeah, Curbster, I suppose there is that with these lifts having no walls or anything. Yes, it's a safety hazard for them to go this fast, but really it's a safety hazard for them to go at any speed with no walls. I do have Paralyzed Heals, good. Alright, and this lift was only to find one guy. But that's okay, because I like battling every trainer in a gym. An ace has the knowledge and experience of battling at high levels. I'll demonstrate what that means to a noob like you. And remember when games used the word noob? Ooh, Scizor, nice choice. I respect it. I'm also going to incinerate it. Also, I believe, yeah, I've got Roto Catches here in Ultramoon, so I'm going to use one of those. At least increase the chance that our Lux Balls will work. Your earnest enthusiasm, I guess that kind of makes you an ace. Maybe you're a trainer who has the potential to surpass aces. Well, I just surpassed you and you're an ace, so... And yes, indeed, there are much more dangerous gyms in the franchise. Skyla's gym is a death trap, yes. The Sutopolis gym, not the safest, no. Dropping you down holes so that you fight other trainers if you make a wrong move. Dewford Gym with its pitch blackness. There's a lot of unsafe gyms in this franchise. Blackthorn Gym with its lava is only safe because this is a video game that ignores the fact that lava emits toxic fumes. And we would be suffocating just from being anywhere near it. And that's if you ignore the heat. And the fact that you have to walk over boulders that you drop into the lava to even progress in that gym. Pokemon and people have worked together for many years. Let us show you an example of that history. Once again, Gyarados does not wish to stay in front of a Magnemite. Let's hope it's not using Thunder Wave. It's not Thunder Wave. It's not ideal, but it's not Thunder Wave. That feel when I said going in that I expect Gyarados to be the most useful member of our party in this gym? Hey, we got it! And I have not used Gyarados at all. Except against the Steelix at first. The way you helped each other, that is what made you prevail. Okay, so now that I've got that Cresselia, we are going to save immediately. Hi-ya! We're coming out swinging with super heavy judo chops, which aren't a thing. And now we will do the usual fly back to town and then look at it in our box to confirm that it is in fact there. And hey, look, Gyarados gets to be valuable again. Oh, it's on another page. There it is. That's a Moonduck. It's shiny. And that's another save dropped. And now, hold on a sec, because I need to grab a different game card, but also first I need to close this one. So yeah, muting for a moment. Okay, now we're over in Ultra Sun. Ordinarily, I would have been going back to my Celebi hunt at this point, because that's what I do when I finish a different hunt on a stream. But the problem with that is I have neglected to get a proper layout for Celebi hunting while playing a DS game, because this one with the 3DS pictured there would not be ideal, because I could fit a whole lot more Pokemon Crystal if that overlay wasn't there. And I don't have the time or desire to mock up a new thing right now in this moment. And thus, we are hunting for a Dialga. Yes, I already have a shiny Dialga, but not with my trainer. Actually, hang on. Do I have one in Pokemon Go? I know I've got plenty of shiny Dialgas not in Pokemon Go. Like 3 of them. But, let's see here. No, I did not get a shiny Dialga in Pokemon Go, which means I do not, in fact, have a shiny Dialga with my trainer ID. I must rededicate myself to training. The road extends into infinity. And Gyarados is just fine health-wise. By focusing on only one type, you can really see the strengths and weaknesses of that Pokemon. I believe there are now, at this point, exactly 3 Pokemon available from wormholes that I have not found shiny versions of or gotten shiny versions of at some point. Yeah, I've got all the Gen 5s. I've got all the I don't have... Well, no, I do have a shiny Zygarde, just not from a wormhole, because you can't get shiny Zygarde from wormhole. In fact, you can't get Zygarde from wormholes to begin with. But it is Gen 6. I don't have all shiny Gen 6 Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know why I swapped to Gengar and not Infernape. That was not the smartest plan. This thing only takes neutral damage from Shadow Ball. Yeah, I've got all the Gen 5s, all the Gen 6s that are in wormholes. And I guess all the Gen 7 legends that are in wormholes too. If you count Ultra Beasts as legends, which technically they aren't. I've got all the Gen 3, 2, and 1 shinies from Gen 3. And thus, yeah, there are exactly 3 shinies that I have never gotten available in wormholes, and this ain't one of them. But also, there are 3 shinies that I really don't care about. Like, yeah, I want them for completion's sake, but I really don't care about them. It's the Lake Spirits. I don't like the Lake Spirits at all. I have never liked them at any point in time. Aesthetically, they're not my thing. Their shiny does not improve them. In terms of battle usage, I have never once considered using one. I don't like them. There is not a single thing about them that I like, other than that they help me fill my Pokédex, I guess. Which is why I wasn't hung up about specifically finding one of them on this game. I just took the first thing that had a shiny that I didn't have my trainer ID on. I think I might like the Lake Spirits more if they looked more unique. Like, yeah, I get it. They're a trio. They're meant to be, you know, a trio who are the same thing. They're meant to be a cohesive unit. But I want them to at least look different from one another, more than they do. They look too samey. It's like 3 Pokédex slots all taken up by the same thing. Start by becoming friendly with your Pokémon. I mean really friendly. If you do that, you'll learn naturally how you should battle with it. Ah, that's Orberg's gym badge. I see. You've defeated my son. That's no surprise. He still has much to learn. In place of my son Rourke, I, Byron, will take your challenge. I still prefer the impression that the Pokemon Origins anime gave, where gym leaders choose what Pokemon to battle with based on how many badges their challengers have, over the interpretation in this game specifically. And most games, where the gym leaders actually do have a specific order to them. Like, I think it's just much cooler from a world-building standpoint if all of the gym leaders do, in fact, change their teams to appropriately challenge the people who come to challenge them. Instead of like, oops, you were born in the city with the strongest gym. Sucks to be you. You just can't bother with dealing with the gym close at home until the end of your career. Oh, what's this? My last one. This is where we make our stand. Okay, so close combat is quadruply effective, but this thing's defense stat is enormous. But we've got stab, and close combat is quadruply effective and also a really high power move. And Gyarados can clean up, and this isn't a Nuzlocke. Nice crit. I think Gyarados is going to be the most useful Pokemon on the team in this gym. Uses Infernape for all but 3 Pokemon in the gym. Legit, Bastiodon was the thing I had in mind when I said that, because, like... my sturdy Pokemon defeated. Because, like, Bastiodon's defense stat is really high, and it's weak to water. That was the entirety of what inspired my thinking, oh yeah, Gyarados is going to be the most useful in here. Specifically Bastiodon. Which I just one-shot with Infernape. You were strong enough to take down my prized team of Pokemon. In recognition of that power, I give you this, the Mind Badge. Having the Mind Badge enables you to use the hidden move Strength anytime outside of battle. And you now have 6 gym badges. That means all Pokemon up to level 70 will obey you without question. Here, take this too. That TM91 contains the move Flash Cannon. If it hits, it may also lower the target's special defense. Oh, Garnet, you've beaten the gym leader. Good going. That makes it 6 gym badges. Tell you what, you're really turning into one fine trainer. If you were to say you're going to try to become the Pokemon champ, no one would laugh at you now. I'm in your corner, kiddo. Hey, that's the Mind Badge. Good going. You're tough enough to consider becoming the Pokemon champ. Of course, I'm tougher, so it's not going to actually happen. Yes, you are tougher, as evidenced by the fact that you have literally never once defeated me. It's never been close. That's proof of your toughness. Anyway, Garnet, come with me to the library. I'm gonna heal up first. Hope you don't mind. Too slow. Come on, let's move it. Oh boy, time to not be able to read books about how to get my hands on Manaphy and Pokemon Legends. Because these books don't even have text in them in this game. One of these should teach me how to get Manaphy. In a game that wouldn't be released for over a decade. Hey, Garnet, over here, this way. Okay, Gramps, I bought Garnet like I said. All right, I'll be out of here. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. I added one extra dot there. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, dot, dot, dot. I get it, dot, dot, dot. Everyone's here, finally. Garnet, everyone, listen. You may have forgotten already, but I study the evolution of Pokémon. But the more I study, the more mysteries appear and multiply. Pokémon that evolve and those that don't. What makes them different from each other? Do those that are immature as living beings evolve to ones more mature? If so, what do we make of the legendary Pokémon that don't evolve? Are we to assume that the legendary Pokémon are complete as creatures? Well, considering that some legendary Pokémon do in fact have pre-evolutions, looking at you, Cosmog, maybe they are. This is where you three come in. In the 3 lakes of Sinnoh, there are said to be Mirage Pokémon, and hardly anybody likes them, but there they are. If we can obtain data on them, it may shed some light on how the process of Pokémon evolution works. I need help from each one of you on this grand undertaking. Help me find these Pokémon that are considered to be mirages. What are you saying? I didn't get a Pokédex. And who was it that bolted from the lab before I had a chance to give you a Pokédex? But that's water under the bridge. Seeing Pokémon with your own eyes is important for you in becoming a better trainer too. You bet, Professor. This will add to the Pokédex database and help advance your research. I would have made all of you go regardless. Anyway, now there are 3 lakes. Oh, that should have been. Now, there are 3 lakes. Fortuitously, there are 3 of you. You should therefore split up and investigate the lakes individually. Lucas, you go to Lake Verity. Yes, sir. Barry, I want you to investigate Lake Acuity. That would take you almost to Snow Point City. The road there is harsh. I need a tough trainer to go. Yeah, of course. Gramps, you know how to call it. You can tell I'm the hotness. And you know what? I was going to catch those legendary Pokemon for you. You know, as thanks for giving us our Pokemon back on Route 201. Even though I forgot completely about it until just now. Very well, I'm counting on you. And that leaves Garnet with Lake Valor. The lake is between Veilstone and Pastoria, if memory serves. Has it stopped? Are all of you unharmed? What was that about? No, wait, I mean the TV, news, anything. Just a picture, huh? No text? No words? What you've just witnessed is actual footage from the scene. It was taken by a cameraman who happened to be there. It's certainly impressive. Who knows what the explosion could expose at the lake? Gramps, they said it was an explosion? But why at Lake Valor? Let's get outside. I'm concerned about the town. You kids, be careful going down the stairs. Garnet, you should leave now too. There may be aftershocks, however. Be alert always. There may be aftershocks if it's an earthquake, but what just happened was an explosion, not an earthquake. Sinnoh Folk Stories. Sinnoh Folk Story 1. Pick clean the bones of Pokemon caught in the sea or stream. Thank them for the meals they provide and pick their bones clean. When the bones are as clean as can be, set them free in the water from which they came. The Pokemon will return fully fleshed and it begins anew. Sinnoh Folk Story 2. There lived a Pokemon in a forest. In the forest, the Pokemon shed its hide to sleep as a human. Awakened, the human dons the Pokemon hide to roam villages. That feels like the opposite of what should happen. I feel like the Pokemon should be a human in the villages and a Pokemon in the forest. At least if it's trying to blend in, but whatever. Sinnoh Folk Story 3. There once were Pokemon that became very close to humans. There once were humans and Pokemon that ate together at the same table. It was a time when there existed no differences to distinguish the two. This book is titled A Horrific Myth. Look not into the Pokemon's eyes. In but an instant you'll have no recollection of who you are. Return home, but how when there is nothing to remember? Dare not touch the Pokemon's body. In but 3 short days, all emotions will drain away. Above all, harm not the Pokemon. In a scant 5 days, the offender will grow immobile in entirety. The original story. In the beginning, there was only a churning turmoil of chaos. At the heart of chaos, where all things became one, appeared an egg. Having tumbled from the vortex, the egg gave rise to the original one. And therefore, we know officially the egg came before the chicken, because the egg also came before the Arceus. From itself, 2 beings the original one did make. Time started to spin, space began to expand. From itself again, 3 living things the original one did make. The 2 beings wished, and from them matter came to be. The 3 living things wished, and from them spirit came to be. The world created, the original one took to unyielding sleep. Why do you got the same books on both sides of these shelves? Curbster, Arceus is not a chicken, but Arceus predates chickens, and therefore eggs predate chickens, and therefore the egg came before the chicken. That tremor, that wasn't a natural occurrence. Hey, old dude and kids, did you hear? They're saying there was a huge explosion at Lake Valor. But I hear everything's fine now. I guess it was just a lot of noise. Gramps, I'm going. I have a bad feeling about this. That Barry can't sit still. Garnet, I don't like to demand, but I need you at Lake Valor. It's impossible for things to be okay, not after an explosion like that. But I have no idea what is taking place. But before you go, let me stress, don't get in over your head. We will try to join you as soon as we inspect Lake Verity. Lake Valor? I wonder what happened. And now we've got to get our bat back out of the PC because our dragonfly can't learn fly. And I've doomed myself to saving a lot of data later on. Next stop, Lake Verity. The closest civilization is that hick town called Twin Leaf. We can roll in there completely unopposed. excuse me, I'm from that hick town? Which I guess makes me a hick. These poor fish. Would you like to join the Magikarp and flop around in the mud? Not really. Also, it doesn't really look that muddy. Like, this game can make things look muddy if it wants. They've got that tile. They're not using it here. Earlier, when I was talking about shiny Pokemon I didn't have from wormholes. There are 3 that I don't have in any capacity. There's still a bunch that I don't have with my trainer ID. Like Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. Actually, I do have a shiny Palkia and a shiny Giratina in Pokemon Go, but like that hardly counts. Xerneas, Yveltal, I need those in shiny forms with my trainer ID. There's a bunch that I need to get with my ID. There's only 3 Pokemon in wormholes that I just straight up do not have shinies of. I played you for a child and paid a stiff price for my arrogance. However, you're much too late. Team Galactic has already found the sunken island under the lake. And the Pokemon that lay in it, well, what do you think? I feel like this moment would have had more impact, especially the whole talk about a sunken island thing, if they let us visit the lake before it got exploded. But no, there's a film crew stopping us from getting in beforehand, so we don't get to see what this place was like before they set the bomb off, which means that we don't have any frame of reference for what changed. This could have been a more powerful narrative point if we got to see it beforehand and then see it like this. Especially if we saw it beforehand and there was no visible island. Because then the whole, oh, there was a sunken island thing would have been more mysterious and interesting. Even Team Galactic has no use for Magikarp. Worthless, all of them. I don't know, I evolved a Magikarp and mine's pretty not worthless. We set off the Galactic Bomb. Its blast force was phenomenal. I don't know what I'm going to do about my Gyarados not being able to escape. Hopefully I can manage to defeat this Golbat. But so what? You aim to take us all on? Dream on! Team Galactic is huge in number. Even as we speak, other members should be near Twinleaf Town. That's right, they're on the way to Lake Verity. I think I'm actually going to put Infernape back in front. Actually, no. Yanmega deserves a turn. Considering I haven't had it actually do much battling, by this point I could have just kept the Crobat and not had to deal with the inconvenience of swapping back and forth every time I need to fly. I'll punish you in place of our boss for defying Team Galactic. I guess I don't really have many options for a Croagunk. But Uproar should do some damage, right? I guess that's part of why I haven't really used Yanmega in combat. Its attacking options are lacking at the moment. I will say, Yanmega has a pretty neat back spray. Kinda wish the Uproar had ended by now, because Ancient Power would be good against Houndour. Though a crit Uproar isn't bad. What a truly effective beat-up that was. How long does Uproar last? Six turns at least. Didn't realize I'd be locked into it forever. Oh, now it's calmed down. Okay, so 6 turns. I just went 6 entire turns playing this battle as if it were a cutscene. Oh no, my physical attack. Okay, you know what? Gabite still needs XP, but Yanmega does not deserve to spend time in the driver's seat for now. Not until it gets an actual stab move to use. When does that even happen? Let's see, Yanmega learns a U-turn at 46. That's a stab move. Not a good one for it. It's a special attacker. Learns Bug Buzz at 54. That's a little late. Am I ever going to be using stab moves with this thing? Am I ever going to be using anything with this thing? If I get TM62, I can teach it Silver Wind. That would be nice. Where do I get that? Hang on, just looking up a TM location. Silver Wind is on Route 212. Have I been there? Yes, I have been there. So I should have that TM. And if I haven't, then I've been wasting time. Because Yanmega's not going to get anything better than this until freaking level 54. Or sorry, 57. My bad. 54 in Diamond and Pearl. 57 in Platinum. Because of course they had to make it worse. Yeah, wow, they made a bunch of its moves come later in Platinum. Why? What did they put earlier? So, Ancient Power at 33, which makes sense. They added Feint at 38 and made everything from there onward come a few levels later because of it. And Feint is terrible and doesn't do damage unless the opponent's trying to protect. They just made Yanmega worse for no reason. Anyway, we're getting rid of Pursuit because it's a physical attack and Yanmega's not a physical attacker. But also, Yanmega's still not going in front for a bit. We're Team Galactic, the #1 syndicate in the world. To defy us is to defy the universe. What do you want? You're investigating the explosion? Bah, doesn't matter who you are. It's too late to make any difference. Things are going to get really interesting now. All the legendary Pokémon are going to be brought to our HQ in Veilstone. The mission is proceeding without a hitch. The boss should be pleased. Everything is for everyone and for the good of Team Galactic. I recognize your face. You're the child who raided the Team Galactic building in Eterna. Huh. Jupiter should be ashamed of herself being beaten by a child. But anything and anyone that opposes Team Galactic must be crushed. Even the very thought of opposition will not be tolerated. Uh-oh, I'm thinking of opposition. Okay, we don't have anything specifically good against Golbat. But Dragon Claw is neutral. Ooh, not even down to half health. Okay. So, let's go ahead and swap over to Gengar. This will only be neutral damage, but it is still stab. It's not going to KO, but it'll definitely do at least half. And the special defense drop. Not that that matters. And even a Rock Tomb isn't going to slow a Gengar down to be slower than Bronzor. This poor Toxicroak. Oh, it's faster. This feint attack might actually save it. Yep. So the Bronzor did help. And that's an Anticipation Toxicroak, which means that fire will not be super effective, nor will water be absorbed. But I can still burn it. Can't burn it as well as I hoped I could, though. Citrus Berry, keeping it out of trainer heal range. Of course it got a high roll on the second poison jab. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, let's have Gabite finish it off. Gah, even I, a commander, only managed to buy us time? But that's fine. A child like you will never be able to stem the flow of time. Team Galactic will get the 3 legendary Pokemon of the lakes. With their power, we will create an entirely new universe. By now, Mars should have captured the Pokemon of Lake Verity. And we have no choice but to just walk on back because I don't have my bat on me. And sure, I could make my Gabite not be poisoned. But, like, that would make us not be in wobble vision. And thus is Wobble Vision concluded without the expenditure of an item. Go, got the Mega back. Gabite's gonna not be in front. It's just, you can't cut it. Let's let Yanmega have another shot now that it's got Silver Wind. Especially because not having Gabite in front means we have to have the experience share on it pretty much. Because it is still the weakest member of our party in terms of offensive capabilities. And not using it isn't going to change that. Unless we let the experience share do its work. Ah, Garnet, what timing. Those Team Galactic scoundrels are after the legendary Pokemon. Garnet, help us. You've got to help Lucas. Ow! Ouch! What's with this old-timer? How dare you, you misguided thugs! Garnet, Lucas needs your help. Okay, and these are going to be double battles, so... who do I want in slot 2? Who complements Yanmega the best? I'm going to say probably Infernape? Yeah. It's our mission to stall you. Sorry, but we gotta do our job. In order for us to bring peace to the world, we must control it. Okay, let's go ahead and put Silverwind on the Glammeow. Let's try and toast this Krogunk. Speed boost is nice. Be nicer if it was backed up by a stronger attacking move, but still. Probably shouldn't have used close combat. Just a waste of its limited PP. Yeah, Mach Punch totally could have taken that. Our boss always had plans for the Three Lakes. While you were blissfully ignorant, our work went ahead. From the Three Lakes, we must secure 3 Pokemon. You simply mustn't interfere. Look at me interfering. I'll knock your Pokemon into orbit. If this mission is successful, we will get a nice bonus. Well, at least they get paid. They're not just doing evil for the love of the game. Let's go ahead and put Ancient Power on the Stunky while we Mach Punch and hopefully knock out the Houndour. Nice. You know, legitimately one of the things that has me most excited about Pokemon Legends ZA is the prospect that it will likely end up being the first time that we will be able to transfer a trimmed Furfrou into Pokemon Bank without transferring it from home. Or from Go, rather. And transfer into home, not Bank. Because, yeah, at present, you can get all of the different Furfrou forms in Pokemon Home. But they have to come from Pokemon Go. And some of the forms are literally region locked. Like, there's one trim that you can only get if you trim your Furfrou while you're in Egypt. There's one you can only get if you trim your Furfrou while you're in Japan. I think there's also one you can only get for France, I think. And it's just like, that's really lame. So while I do have all the Furfrou trims in my Pokemon Home, I absolutely do not have them all with me as the original trainer. Pokemon Legends ZA will probably allow me to change that. I want Team Galactic to become powerful. That is all I want. The Pokemon here has already been taken to our HQ in Veilstone. So you see, a child like you can't touch us. So then why did you need to delay me if you'd already accomplished that? Why are you still here if you've already accomplished that? There's no reason for you to be here. Your goal's been accomplished. You got the Pokemon. Why stay here? That face, it brings back bad memories. I'm talking about the Windworks. I caught a whole lot of trouble for that little incident. What's with that look on your face? You remember me, don't you? Fine, whatever. I'll tell you who I am again. I'm Mars, one of Team Galactic's commanders. So what is it? Are you some lovey-dovey couple to the rescue? Not a chance. Not even a teeny one. You're all going down. Team Galactic needs to work on their personnel allocation. You've already got what you came for here. There's no reason for you to still have officers dedicated to hanging around, delaying people who come to try and stop you from doing the thing you already did. Ooh, I really would have liked to see more from that. But hey, we got the Omni Boost. No, we got the Speed Boost from Speed Boost. We did get a boost, but it was not the Omni Boost, which means we are swapping off of Yanmega. If we had gotten the Omni Boost, I would have attacked again, because we probably could have scored the KO, but without it, no KO possible. I've wised up to this. I'm not gonna let your Bronzor slow down my Gengar so that a Toxicroak you don't have can kill it. I know she's got a Purugly in the back, but still. And fingers crossed that this Bronzor doesn't secretly have fire resistance. It might. Now the question is, will she want to heal it or not? The answer is not. I could have used a Mach Punch. Not that it would have changed much. Just would have changed how much PP I have on Flamethrower, which I'm not going to run out of before the next time I visit a Pokemon Center, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, Outlander, it would be fine if Silverwind and Ancient Power had 10 PP. The whole reason they don't is the chance at the Omni Boost. But the chance is so low, like, do they really need to only have 5 PP? I don't think so. Lost again. So first the Windworks and now Lake Verity that I owe you for. This shouldn't be happening to Team Galactic's commander. Calm down, Mars. I've done my part in all of this. My mission was to transport the lake's Pokémon to our HQ. That's right, I accomplished my mission without a problem. Team, we're pulling out. The boss is waiting at the HQ. The Pokémon of the 3 lakes are connected somehow. Thanks to Saturn's grandstanding at Lake Valor, a cavern appeared here. It was the cavern where the Pokémon Mesprit slept. Mesprit appeared too, probably to go help its friends. That worked out well for us. It was super easy to catch. So now we've got them all. Mesprit, the being of emotion. Azelf, the being of willpower. Uxie, the being of intelligence. Now that we have them all, you can look forward to what plans Team Galactic has for them. I see. This also occurred at Lake Valor. Another legendary Pokémon was taken away by Team Galactic. Both of you went up against full-fledged criminals. The fact you're unharmed is reason enough to celebrate. But what about Barry? What is happening at Lake Acuity? Is Barry safe? Or, to quote another game, Barry! Where's Barry? Garnet, what's Team Galactic up to? They'd better not harm the Pokémon they took from the lakes. Garnet, I need you to go to Lake Acuity right away. I'm worried about Barry. Where's Barry? And now it's Wesker's time to disappear. Actually, I think that was a while ago. I haven't seen him once in this game. Wesker disappeared before we even got started. Imagine if I found a shiny on the run up to freaking the Pokemon Center so I could get myself my flyer back. Also, with where we're going, I guess I need to teach somebody strength. Gengar can learn strength? Excuse me? Okay. I'm just trying to think, is there anywhere we would need cut going forward? I think the route between, what is it, Sunny Shore and the hotel might have a cut tree, but it's just optional. I don't think there's anywhere cut is mandatory for anything super valuable at this point. I should go have Gabite forget cut. I could have it forget Sandstorm and learn strength over that, but like Sandstorm activates Sand Veil, which while it's not perfect, is still useful. This game's still too early in the series for it to tell us what points of interest that are in certain cities on the town map aren't. Or isn't it? I think that started in Gen 5. Is this just information about towns? It's just information about towns. It doesn't tell us what services are there. That's lame. Hang on. I need to figure out where the move deleter is. The move deleter is in Canalave. Incidentally, the current site of Canalave City is where Jubilife Village or Jubilife Town or whatever it was in Pokemon Legends. That's where it was. So at some point, they moved Jubilife over here and renamed Old Jubilife to Canalave, I guess. The things that happen over time. Anyway, I believe we can get where we're going from Celestic. But also, looking at the time, I probably shouldn't try to get where we're going just yet, so I'm just going to go swap my Dragonfly back into the team, and then we'll save the rest for next time. So yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back tomorrow for more Pokemon Platinum and more shiny hunting in Ultra Sun. See you then, friends.